okay.
All right. Hey guys, welcome to a brand new thing here. We're gonna do. We're gonna try this, at least for the first half of this game. We're just gonna see what happens. A live reaction show as the game goes on. We're gonna be here to chit chat about it. We'll see if anybody shows up. If nobody shows up, we'll cut out early. But in the meantime, we're gonna watch this. Now this is gonna be different. We're not trying to do some high tech, wonderful show here. Our stream, like what I'm watching, is probably not going to match what Dave's watching. He'll probably see stuff before me, and you might see it, earlier or later. I don't care. We're really not trying to reinvent the wheel. We're just trying to have a little fun here and watch the game together with some friends, and we'll see if any friends stop by. I'll bring that up again from time to time. Go over that at some point here or there. Anyway, that's where we are at. So in the meantime, the game's getting ready to start. I do not have a stream yet. I am doing mine through the NFL app. I live in Charlotte, and that kind of limits my options here. But
How many
we'll be
Charlotte
watching.
Panther fans are there? I mean, sorry,
Uh,
Carolina Panther fans are in Charlotte.
what's up, Panther fan?
That's what I thought. What are the odds of Canales making it through the first year?
Yeah, I've been listening to a lot of Dave Canales on the radio here, and he just doesn't sound good. He doesn't sound the same guy that he did last year. He just doesn't sound the same. He sounds
Like a guy in over his head.
well, maybe. I mean, he sounds a lot less confident and sure of himself and pumped up and motivated and excited. He sounds a little more, yeah, maybe he's not quite as sure of himself. That might
At
be
this time a year ago, he was a coach who had never called
a play.
offense that plays in an NFL game. Now
No,
he's
at
the head
any
coach
level. At any
at
level.
any level.
Right. Now he's head coach.
So now he's the head coach of the Carolina Panthers with a very understanding and boss that he works for.
What could possibly go wrong?
Yeah, what? Nothing
Right.
whatsoever. It's a
Right.
great setup for him. I mean, the team's
Correct.
ready to go and it has no holes in it. And
Right.
the owner is very understanding, so it's a great setup.
Oh man, what a mess. So we also, let me tell you something else about our little setup here. Dave and I, from time to time, might just say, "Hey, I'll be back. I'm going to the kitchen to get a snack," and we may be sitting here eating snacks and watching. You're literally just watching the game with us. If we got to go to the bathroom, we're going to tell you we're going to the bathroom, and we'll be back, and you're going to see an empty chair sitting here.
If my wife sends me to the store, I'm going to go to the store and I'll
then
let you know
that's
about
what's
it.
going to happen. Just like game day for all of us,
This is real life.
Yeah. So it's going to be kind of fun. It's going to be different. I have no idea how this is going to work out. But it's going to be, I'm going to have fun trying. So we'll see.
Did you see any of the Bears game today?
I worked all day. I did see
they're 3-0.
Patrick
They look
Mahomes
good. It's preseason though, but
yeah, I saw Patrick Mahomes throw a pass behind his back. I saw a highlight of that.
I would think you would save that for regular season.
Well, I think he was running. He couldn't get the ball to Kelsey. There was somebody right in front of him, and he wasn't going to run and get hit. So I don't know that it was something in his bag of tricks that was planned, or if he just kind of said, "Hey, let's try this and see what happens." I get the feeling it was more of that than anything. Whoops.
So do they three-peat? The Chiefs?
They look really good.
Their defense doesn't get enough credit.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie that they look really good. I don't want to say that, but it is the truth. Okay, is my stream started yet?
We have a comment. Did he throw it to Taylor Swift? No, but Kelsey probably gave the ball to Taylor Swift, or will the next time he sees her.
Yes. And that came from who? Whom? K-pop lover. How's it going, K-pop lover? Um, all right. So I'm trying to get this info out to some people to who knows? Maybe we'll pick up some folks. Uh, we'll see. Whoops. But anyway, Dave, you let me know when the game starts because
Yeah, I have the Jaguars broadcast, so
okay, I don't have one yet at all. So for what that's
oh,
worth, here on it still says upcoming.
I
Um,
think I'm on an AFC channel.
well, no, it comes through the. Oh, you're not on the local. I get it. You're not getting the local broadcast. There we go.
I'm
All right,
getting.
I'm getting the broadcast now.
Yeah, I'm curious now. What do I get? I'm on Fox,
Yeah, I'm
but
getting.
but
Yeah, I am also.
It's a Jaguars broadcast, so
Yeah, I'm getting that
I don't
as
know how they're
well.
doing it
I'm
this year.
I'm getting the Jaguars one as well. Now I'm gonna try and figure out how to share this if I can um, with folks. Let's see. Send. No, that's not what I want. As you can see, folks, this is brand new for us, and we're winging this. See what happens. Um,
We're
trying to
rooting for
share it
no
around.
injuries.
Yeah, well, if you look right below my name, that's what I put. Just no injuries. Um, okay, so that to me is going to be the hallmark of success. This game is a success if nobody gets hurt. I don't care about anything else. I mean, there are things that we can talk about, we'll get into, but I don't really care what happens. Things that I want to see happen, that are things I'm looking for. I will tell you, I'm looking for the Bucs to remain um, consistent like they did last week. I guess consistent execution, not just in the running game. Um, I don't want to see. I mean, I want to see balance in the, not just passing, not just running. Although if it's one way or the other, I'd rather just see running. Um, but I want to see balance and move the ball. Move the ball. I don't need flash. It's not going to be flash. It's going to be very basic football that we're going to see. The running game is the key to.
Well, the one thing I want to see besides no injuries is I want to see pressure on the quarterback. And
Well,
I'd like to
yeah,
see some individual great play and give me some comfort level that we're not going to have an issue this year on putting pressure on the opposing quarterback. To me,
yeah,
that's the linchpin on how great the team is this year.
yeah. In my notes here, I have pressure, pressure, pressure. I have that written down. So I agree with you. The key to this entire season is pressure. And Chris Braswell, I want to see more out of him than I did in the game last week, if assuming he plays much. We don't know who we're going to see. Look, I get the feeling tonight's game, we're going to see a lot of camp meat out on the field. We're going to see a lot of guys that there's no way they're going to make the team, or if they do, there's a long shot. But I get the feeling that's what we're kind of going to be running into. I want to see Cameron Johnson, who was injured, has been apparently showing out in practice. I want to see him. I want to see more Sean Tucker and Bucky Irving. I agree, K-pop lover. Go Bucky. I want to see all of this. I want to see the running game and if we get our butt kicked 52-7, but we run the ball well and put pressure on the quarterback, it's a win. And nobody gets injured. That's number one. I'm going to keep saying that. I'd like to see, the number 3 receiver position. I don't know. See, here's the thing. when you look at the roster and all the receivers, I mean, Mike Evans is going to be on the team. Chris Godwin's going to be on the team. I mean, we've got the next two guys are pretty sure. It's those last two positions that we really don't know who's going to make it. I mean, I honestly think Sterling Shepard's probably not going to make the team. He's got the experience, but I just think the young guys have they're showing out. And from everything I'm reading about practice,
Practice.
but yeah.
We're talking
So
about practice.
So we'll see what happens. But that's the stuff I want to see. The battle for that. I want to see the running game. I want to see pressure.
Well, here we go.
Pressure. And
The
Chris
goofy kickoff is off.
Now you're before me. That's what I'm still on commercial. And that's fine. You can go ahead and tell me what's coming. I don't care.
I missed who it was, but the ball was returned to the 29, 1st and 10 for the Buccaneers.
Okay. I'll tell you in a moment who it was. Hey, that's an advantage to watching like this. But yeah, I mean, so I'll be behind you, which is fine. Like I said, I don't mind that at all. If
Kyle Trask under center for the Buccaneers.
Yeah, I'm
second
I'm
round
out of
pick
commercial, but
out of the University of Florida. Rashid White up to the 35.
Yeah, I haven't even had the kickoff yet.
Oh. Well, we're gonna have a significant delay.
Yeah, do me a favor. Hit pause for about 3 or 4 seconds or 5 seconds.
Hold on.
So we can get a little closer, or maybe more than that. 10 seconds, 15 seconds.
Whoops!
So we can at least get closer. Oh, go back to the beginning. That's fine. They're lining up for kickoff right now. So at least we're much closer. That works. Yeah, I'm getting the stream from the NFL Network, and you're watching television actually in Orlando.
Imagine that. What a concept. An actual TV channel.
Yeah.
I went back way too far.
Yeah. All right. Now they're about to kick, and there is the kick. All right. He's received it, and he's down at the 29. Perfect.
I think I already said that.
No, I know. I'm just telling you where I'm at. We can
I can tell you what happens next.
Listen,
I can see into the future.
Yeah. So this is a work in progress, guys. We're going to get there. But yeah, it's just something we're trying out, and I think this is fun. And I want you guys to comment. If you're not commenting, let me say this: your comments, like K-pop lover, there, your comments are what's going to drive this thing and make it fun. Is us being able to talk with each other during the game. I don't know. I mean, I kind of like this. This is fun. All right, I think. Yeah, Bucky Irving was the running back on that. If that's Copper, say hello to Copper. But yeah, Bucky Irving. Who's at center? Let me get a number. 62. Okay, so we got the rookie starting in center. Graham Barton. And there we go. Okay, so the running back, the running game is, again, guys, I think the difference, Dave, you've brought this up a lot of times, that the running game is is a big deal. The running, I mean, the offensive coordinator is a big deal, and that we've got an upgraded offensive coordinator. I think the maturity that you're seeing already from the team just in preseason is amazing. I mean, the offense just looks miles ahead of last year.
I mean, it comes back to the coordinator. We're going to see just how big a significant upgrade Liam Cohen is to Dave Canales.
Well,
and it's mean, but he was in over his head as offensive coordinator, and he's way in over his head.
Over his head. Yep.
He was not the Bucs' first top. He wasn't in the top 10 choices. So.
Well, neither was Cohen.
True, but
Um,
Cohen has experience calling plays, and he was out in the L.A. when Baker was with the Rams,
yep,
I believe.
yep.
That's how the story goes.
All right.
Well, I do want to see Trask throw the ball some. I guess they're
Listen,
getting him, warming him into the game, I guess.
listen. If they just do this. Oh, by the way, it was interesting. I was listening to Todd Bowles earlier today talking about how the backup quarterback position is not settled, which I think is interesting. Um, he flat out said Kyle Trask is not the decided number two, that that's still up in the air, which I find, you know, a little bit telling about Trask. Um,
Yeah, I'm not happy if I'm his agent.
right. And well, now Jacksonville, I will say this, has been better the last couple of years. I think they won 9 games last year, even though they were, everybody was talking about what a disappointment they were because they struggled at the end of the year. But they still won 9 games, so I don't know how terrible that is. I mean, that's not that bad. All right, so we're punting. Where are you at, Dave? In the
Oh, they're
game?
punting. He literally just kicked it.
Okay, so we're almost in sync.
Right.
All
Fair
right,
catch at
perfect.
the 11.
Yep, perfect. All right, so I kind of like this. I like this. If you guys comment and join us, I think that'll be kind of fun. Let me see if, yeah. I mean, I don't know about you, but it's fun. I think it's fun. Um, let
So
me,
John Wolford could be the number 2 quarterback.
yeah, which he's started games. So I
He's
actually
what
wasn't.
he's ahead of Kyle Trask by default.
Well, yeah, I mean, he started. Well, I think it was 8, 9 games. Wasn't he in Seattle? I think previously. Um, but yeah, if you guys make comments, we will see you. Share this around, guys. Let's have some fun. Um, oh man, Applebee's commercial looks good. I'm doing the low carb diet thing, and that this is going to be a problem tonight. These commercials. I'm in that breaking my body's addiction to carbs phase, that keto flu or whatever they call it, where I'd punch a baby for a piece of pizza. Not literally. We're gonna get canceled. Sorry, it was a joke. Um, yeah, you see, I
It's
have
interesting. We have a totally
uh,
different commercial on the
this one
feed that I
here.
have.
Oh, okay. I have this one here, and the angry producer right down here. He's up to his usual shenanigans, and yeah, the way this is this is how I'm watching the game. This is me
My
watching
dog's
the
on the
game.
back of the couch acting like a cat.
There you go. All right. So Mac Jones. Oh, how the mighty have fallen. From Tom Brady's replacement to backup in Jacksonville.
Maybe.
Maybe. Now, get some pressure on the quarterback. I'll tell you, as far as the first drive goes, I am happy with the fact that um, the running game looked like it did its job. Um, the passing game struggled, but
Kyle
uh,
Trask is in behind
thank you.
center.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, throughout the year we hear from fans who want to know, give Kyle Trask a chance. Let's see what he can do.
No.
There you go.
How about that? No. Okay, the running game, I don't know if you guys know this. Last week, the Bucs run defense was the top run defense in the first preseason week. Not that that means anything, but well, it means something because we've been consistently very good against the run.
And continue
Now,
to be so
just
on that
understand
play.
we really do have camp meet, and I do not care at all about the score in this game. We really do have guys that are, they're trying to make a team, even if not this team. They're out there putting on film what they can. Um, guys are getting some work.
And if
But
they don't make the NFL, there's always the UFL or whatever they decide to call it and merge with this year.
right. What else can they merge with? Like the Canadian Football League?
That would be a step up and a
That
much
actually
bigger
would
field.
be that actually well, yeah, that actually would be, and I'd be that'd be interesting. Play on our size field, but play against the Canadian Football League teams. I think that would be interesting. Then they could look at this. Look at this. We got some pressure. How about that? All right, I'll take some. Take a little of that.
I think you're ahead of me now.
Oh, really? How'd that happen?
I don't know. Something with the commercials, I guess.
That doesn't make any sense.
I was. Um, hmm. Where are we
10:31,
here?
10:30
I got
left in the
third and
half.
I got 10:46. Let
You're
me
20
fast.
seconds. Oh! Oh! This may be why we watch the fun part of this show here. Moments like this.
I guess you're referring to the interception.
Yeah, I was referring to the interception.
I just saw the interception.
Pass interference. So that's how that happened.
He didn't grab his jersey for long. I mean, it's preseason. Come
Let
on.
me see. Let me see. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did.
In soccer, that's a yellow card.
I like the guy in the background going, no, no. Yeah, this running back, he's I think underrated. What's his name?
Bigsby.
Tank. Yeah. All right.
He's getting lots of work tonight. That's for sure.
Yeah. Well, now I mean, all the coaches talking about how the um. Okay, Braswell's in there. Come on. I'm not seeing 43 at all doing anything. I think he's a very important part. Oh, he's at the edge. Okay, wait. I apologize. Chris Braswell set the edge, kept containment. He actually did his job on that play? He didn't get the tackle, but let me correct myself. He actually did a decent job setting the edge. Made the guy cut inside. There's Braswell.
Question: why is it that scouts and all the countless sums of money they pay people to evaluate talent miss so badly on first-round quarterbacks?
Well, I have a theory about that, but I'm a furniture salesman, so what's my theory worth? But my
But it could
theory
be
is
correct.
my theory is that if players were drafted by different teams, they could look much better. It's a matter of fitting the system. It's a matter of quality of coaching and the situation they put you in. Um, I don't know that it's that the player can't play. It's whether they're given a chance or not.
And
I
we've
mean,
had discussion. If you're a really bad team, you probably don't have an offensive line, and you have a hot shot quarterback that, in a good situation like you're describing, could thrive. But instead, he's picking himself up off the grass or the turf on a regular basis.
right. If you or just imagine a rookie quarterback last year with I already forgot his name. Our offensive coordinator. Um,
Liam Cohen.
yeah, imagine a rookie quarterback dealing with Liam Cohen as the offensive coordinator. And if you recall, the big thing that they talked about was last year in preseason. They were talking about how the Bucs were going to really stretch the field horizontally from side to side, and they didn't. The quarterback never rolled out. They never did any of that. And I'm hoping we will see that this year. I'm hoping that it seems like we will. Oh, come on. Quit asking for a pass interference. The ball's 20 yards over the guy's head. You were obviously throwing it away.
Hey, they're trying to get in regular season form about complaining to the officials.
They're not even the
Part of the game.
starters. Regular season form, go sit on the bench. All right.
I'm complaining, right? Aren't I, Coach?
Yeah.
Wonder if they have classes on that in training camp. How to complain to a referee,
How
who to
and when to
complain to, and
complain.
how.
Yeah.
Don't ever go to this guy. You're just gonna make him mad. Here's the list of don't complain to.
All right.
Up. Jacksonville's winning the special teams.
Oh, yeah. Big time. Big time. Palmer, I think, thought that was going in the end zone, and it didn't. But if he tried to catch the ball at the 2, we would have been complaining about that. So you tell him, Copper. All right. So, what do you think about this so far? How do you like watching this or doing this, Dave?
My dog stopped barking. Um, it's interesting. It's interesting.
I mean, I like watching the game and doing
I
this.
feel like we're like Peyton and Eli in the basement, just hanging out, talking trash about the Bucs.
Yeah. Oh, awesome. Hold on, everybody.
How's everyone doing?
Hey, brother, hold on. Let me get this set. I was slacking. You caught me. You caught me kind of slacking. How are you, buddy?
I'm good, man. I'm good. I can't stay too long because I got practice in the morning. So, yeah.
You
So tell
got the
everybody about
creamsicle
how your
going?
team is doing. Tell everybody how your team is doing. You guys don't know. For those of you who don't know, Coach Slick here, dude's awesome.
We just won our quarterfinal, 57-0.
Yeah.
Absolute ass whooping.
You don't have a mercy rule at that age?
Yeah, what we do is we call running clock. So if you score more than 35 points on a team, they'll just run the clock. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's not kids. These aren't kids, dude. These are adults.
Mm-hmm.
Mercy rule.
That's as close as we get to a mercy rule. And we whipped that ass pretty good. But we got a job to do next week. Next week is the semifinals, or as you like to call them, the semifinals. And then we're going for a national championship. So
that's awesome.
Brilliant.
Congratulations. The UK,
in for a ring, in for a pound. Let's fuck this shit up. I'll tell you what, man. This is probably like the most proudest I've ever been. Like just to see the combination of this team. Just to let anyone know that this team was 0-10 last year.
Not anymore.
Nope.
Yeah.
Number 1 seed in the playoffs, and we are whipping ass, and it's a good feeling. We go against a team that we've already. Sorry, go ahead.
Well, you've moved up the ranks in the coaching too, so you're You got more
No,
responsibilities.
I went from a defensive coordinator to a defensive backs coach.
Oh well, that explains it. They finally got a good coach in there.
Yeah, exactly. To be honest, it was like I was thrown to the wolves when I became a DC. Like it was because no one else wanted the job, so I just went and did it. And then, this year I'm assistant defensive coordinator, so that's kind of been cool. Like, last year I was defensive backs coach. This year I'm assistant defensive coordinator and D backs coach. So it's been a good year, man. It's been vintage. It's been pure vintage. There's been locker room videos. I don't know if you've seen any of them or there's been circulating on the internet. I'll probably send you a couple, Rick, because I think you'll enjoy them.
Yeah.
So it sounds like you've been pursuing the Dave Canales career path in coaching on the defense.
Yeah, nobody else wanted it, so I got it. That's
it was more of a case of like, if I don't, who will?
Whoa! Kyle Trask completed a pass. Did you see that?
Hey,
no, not yet.
He completed one.
I haven't seen it.
Awesome.
What time are you guys on? Because I'm 5:37.
I'm at 6:31.
Oh wow, I'm in the future.
Yeah. Well, you guys are all
I'm in
ahead
England.
on the clock. Yeah.
Wait, how are you in England and you're farther into the future than we are?
It's Sunday right now.
That's what it is.
You are ahead of us.
5 hours.
Yep. So it's Sunday right now. It's just about to come up to 1 a.m.
Yeah. So
how you guys been doing? How you guys been doing?
I'm good. It's been busy. It's been crazy. Work's been what it is, and I've been out of town a bunch.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I was in Cincinnati last week, surrounded by Bengal fans.
Just say, "Don't be a baby."
Well, being surrounded by Bengal fans after last weekend, it was a good place to be.
They were humbled.
Absolutely. I mean, I watched the broadcast, and I know that every broadcast, if it's done by their team, is gonna suck the proverbial. If you know what I mean.
Yep.
There's some jaw ache involved. There's some articulating jaw action on that one, because I was like, he's going against seconds. Like, why the fuck are you sucking him off so hard? Like, he's up against literal seconds. Like, what's the fucking? Yeah. Why are we celebrating this shit? Yeah, it's good.
Last week, Kyle Trask started slow. He started slow today. I believe that's Palmer.
He likes to lull him into a false sense of security. That's his vibe.
Yeah, that's it. That's
entirely it. I'm not shit. I'm just make you think I am.
Right. For a while. And then, yeah.
And then in 5 years, he's going to turn it on.
Yeah.
In 5 years, whoever picks him up, it'll probably be the Cleveland Browns, and they'll just be like, fuck, we just got this baller.
Oh, it'll be the Birmingham Stallions.
Because it's Cleveland. Yeah, it'll probably be Birmingham Stallions. He's a UFL.
Or the Michigan Panthers. Are they even still around? Or do they get axed when they merged? I don't know. I can't keep up with it. I don't want to.
I didn't even watch one UFL game. If Slick was coaching, I probably would have. But
hey, my semi-final is on a stream. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
When is it?
We got next Sunday. I'm trying to remember what time that would be for you, because I go to probably like 11 a.m.
I can watch the beginning of it. Yeah, I can watch the beginning of it.
I'll take that.
Send me the link. Oh, what
I'll
is
send
this?
you the link.
Kyle Trask has thrown 3 straight completions.
Get him out.
Who caught that ball?
Ooh. So I'm in the future, so I'm not going to say anything.
Well, you can. We already said this. We covered this when we came on the air. If you're in front of us, just go ahead and say it.
I'm not. It's not worth saying. It's not that great.
Oh, okay.
It's pre-season. You're not going to ruin my day.
Yeah. Yes. Exactly.
You like this, I'm not messing up anything.
You're not ruining the big moment.
I know, but you kind of want everyone, like when you do these kind of things, you kind of want to do it all kind of on the same page,
Yeah,
so we're reacting to the same thing. I will find a way. I'll change this shit.
4th and 1. So that, yeah.
Right, what's the time you guys are on right now?
I'm at 256.
I'm at 316.
How does that work? we're on the same. We were at the same time a couple of times, and
Yeah,
I
I
kept
don't
backing it
understand
up,
how
and the
that
next thing
happened.
I know, I'm behind. I'm like, all right.
Yeah, I don't know. And now you're ahead.
I guess it's the commercial somehow. I don't know. That's
That
weird.
doesn't make any sense. I
No,
mean,
it doesn't.
time in between is the time in between. So I don't know.
So
I'm in
I
commercials on
just
there.
went to commercial. Here, let me move up.
I'm gonna I'm gonna. Oh, by the way, I don't know if you know this. Um, Jason Light. They were interviewing Jason Light on the radio tonight, and they asked him about Jake Camarda and what a great job he's doing on the kickoffs, dropping him at the 1 yard line, and he said, "Yeah, but he has not done great in punting." He flat out said, Jason Light flat out said, "Yeah, he's got to pick it up with punting. He's got to." He said what he did last week was a problem. I
Well,
couldn't
he's been
believe Jason
spending all
Light.
his time practicing kickoffs. That's the problem right there.
Well, that's what I was actually.
Yeah, he's hitting
about.
everything at the one because he's
Yeah.
practicing that. He's just skipping the
Yeah.
punting. He thinks he's got that locked up.
Right. That might be the
Not
case.
putting the effort in. You have to figure that shit out.
Yep. You can't lose your ability thinking you're, don't get cocky, kid. Right.
Yeah, you bought him as a punter, not a just a kickoff guy. You got to do both, right? So
right, you're our punter.
we don't have those. We don't have those in the UK. Our punter and kicker is our best wide receiver.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's whoever can kick the ball. It's not a set person.
Right.
So whoever kicks the ball well is the guy who punts and kicks, and it happens to be our number one wide receiver.
Okay.
Yeah, Camarda doesn't want to turn into an Aguayo. You know what I'm saying?
Let's not go down that. That's a hard avenue for Buccaneers fans.
Bad memory, dude.
The way that I remember back in the day that people were defending that, like, but he's like a starter. So if you think about it, it's not a bad call. And I'm like, yeah, if he's fucking phenomenal.
There's a sack.
Kicker. He was the best kicker in the history of college football.
It wasn't even really close.
Right.
I mean, it's not like the goalposts are that much different. I mean, not be different at all. I don't know.
Yeah, they are. They're exactly the same.
Ball's no different. Nothing's different.
Got in his head and it couldn't come out.
The ball, there could be variations of the ball because every team has a different sponsor. So some will use a Wilson ball, some will use a Nike ball. So there'll be slight differences, but not enough to be like that different. You know?
Yeah.
I'm sure there's athletes who play basketball. They have different balls in different leagues and stuff, and would prefer like maybe a Nike or a Wilson ball or whatever. But it's
Mac
not
Jones
going to be leaps and bounds
for a first down.
How do you? I'm at 233 now. Where are you at?
I'm at 112.
I'm at 228.
All right, I'm a full minute.
I thought I was catching up. Okay.
You're a minute ahead of us.
I was trying to get where you're at. I just fast forwarded to the next commercial. I don't know what I'm doing here.
Okay. I'm on second and 5.
So am I. 2 minutes and 10 seconds.
Well, now I'm on.
My bad.
I hit the wrong. This is my wife's TV. So
Ramirez,
I'm now on the
33 on the sack. I like that.
Okay, so
I'm now on the Miami Dolphins game. Just a second.
So Ramirez has had a great camp, and they're saying JTS is just I mean, this Ramirez guy apparently is. Last week he had a great game. He's doing it again. Yeah, he got us a sack. And anybody who gets us a sack is a thing. Show me.
Oh yeah, I mean, here we go.
Our whole season depends on that. All right, here we go.
Nope. First down.
Nah. Yep.
First down. That's okay.
No pressure at all.
No, because he worked too hard inside. Number 43, you can see he just worked way too hard on the inside. He needs to just whip it back a little bit. Yeah,
that's Braswell. That's the guy we're counting on. And that was not double teamed. He just got stood up by a backup offensive lineman.
I mean, it's always hard to change direction to go from one side to the other because you're changing your momentum. Your hands are moving in different places.
Yeah, but Braswell can't get owned by backup offensive linemen.
No, he should dominate.
Yeah, or at least don't get owned by him. That's a problem.
I think when you work from inside out, you're always going to be in a situation where you're going to struggle anyway. Like it's not that
Yeah,
simple
agreed.
because
Where are you at time
you're forcing
wise?
all your weight to one side, and then they're going, oh, guess what? I'm going to go that way. It's not like it's a spin move where it's
9,
more subtle and
8.
quicker, but
Yeah. 5, 4, 3, 2,
Oh.
1. End of the quarter.
me and you are like 3 seconds behind. You're
Now
3
I'm
seconds
at
behind
5
me. That's it.
seconds.
That's
4,
cool.
3, 2, 1. Okay.
Here we go. We're in the same ballpark now, boys. This is
Play
fun.
at least.
Yeah. That's it. We're in the. We've got a slow clap, and you'll probably see that in a couple of seconds.
I'm seeing that there. Yeah.
You're gonna see that soon, Dave. It's in your future.
Go.
Shut up. Tank Bigsby is that's hilarious. We could really mess with people, couldn't we? Act like we're ahead and start just.
He looks like a shifty number. To be fair to him, I like that.
No,
kid.
I actually like him a lot, but we picked it up after he had a 6-yard run, but he has I think like 5 rushes for 16 yards or something like
right.
6 rushes for 15. That's not much, and that's including a 6-yard run. So
we're a good run defense. That's what we're about. It's probably our bread and butter, to be fair, and then we build the coverage off the back of it.
So not a good thing to be a great run defense in a passing league. You need
but if you can marry your
pressure.
The phrase is if you can marry your run defense with your pass defense, then you're cooking with gas. That's what I was always taught.
Yeah, we have got to get pressure. We've got to get pressure. Now it's preseason. We're not all out blitzing,
expecting craziness because we know. And I said this a lot. One of the things we said in the aftermath this week was every single person that was on the call was a little concerned about the pass rush. And I said I'm concerned about it, but at the same time, what is Todd Bowles known for? Pressure.
Well, he's known for pass rush, but we didn't have it last year.
He's known for pass rush, but how does he get it?
Blitzing.
Are you going to show all your exotic blitzes in the preseason game?
No, you're not going to do it at all. But
I'm not worried. I'm not worried until opening day. I'm not worried until opening day because he should not. If he's shown exotic blitzes in a preseason game, he's got problems.
Yeah.
So I'm okay with it, but I know what you mean. I want to see consistent pressure, even just from simplicity, if that makes any sense.
Yep.
Are we playing this at Jacksonville? Oh, yeah, it is in Jacksonville.
Yeah, it's in Jacksonville.
Why did they ever get an NFL team? I'm still trying to figure that out decades later.
They paid a lot of money, I imagine.
Yeah.
I mean, Tony Khan is rich as fuck. Not Tony. It's Daddy. Yeah. Chad Khan. He is rich as fuck. When you invent electronics, you tend to do all right. But that's kind of cool, though, if you think about it. Like the guy, he just studied and became rich. That's kind of cool. He's not like a proper rags to riches story, but it's kind of cool. Just so rich that he can just kind of auction off big chunks of his fucking wealth to his son, who could just fuck it up. And it makes no difference because, don't worry, I'll fix it for you, son.
Well, when there's so much, when you have that kind of money, it's
I mean, ridiculous, isn't it?
All right.
Here we go.
Bigsby's having a good game.
Ooh.
Yes, it's preseason, but he's playing well.
Yeah, he's a good little player.
Crap.
To be honest, I kind of expect a guy who started in the NFL on a regular basis to be consistent against seconds. I just would. Because if he isn't, then there's something fucking wrong with him.
Yeah, I don't like having... I don't mind that. I don't mind that pass. I said to Dave, honestly, if we lose 57, I don't care. Just no injuries.
I still liked it when the Falcons lost today.
Did they?
Of course. I mean, they keep buying players.
Yeah. Just remember, we did that in our Super Bowl year. That's what they're doing. They're taking a shot, thinking we got a shot this year. Go for it.
Yeah, but you kind of need to have the quarterback dialed in first, right? That's
I
kind
agree.
of the thing you do with this. I mean,
I agree.
I think they're kind of looking at themselves as not us in the 2020. I think they're looking at 2021 Rams because let's face it, TB12 had a reputation for winning Super Bowls. Matthew Stafford didn't, and I don't think the quarterback they got hold of, Kirk Cousins, he's not got that reputation either. So it's
Right.
more. I think it's more the case of just trying to load up on so much talent that there's no way that they can fail. But I'm sure Kirk Cousins will find a way because he's like that.
The Lions ought to put up a banner that says our former quarterback won a Super Bowl.
Wait, their current quarterback.
He's been to one.
The current quarterback lost a Super Bowl. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? Did the Rams lose?
And he's a likable guy, though. Like, to be fair, like Jared Goff is a likable. As quarterbacks go, he's one of the more likable ones.
I've got no problem with Detroit, Dave. I don't know why you hate Detroit so bad. I just
No. You're thinking of AJ. AJ fucking hates them.
No, Dave does this too. Dave's
I generally don't care. Like, all I remember is, I agree with you, Rick, because I know that AJ felt like this. He's that they came from nowhere, and how dare they have the audacity to like kind of talk shit or whatever you, and like, you didn't think we talked any shit when we started winning when we had that Super Bowl season? We talked so much shit. I was on the show with you, Rick, where we were like, yeah, I think we could blow out the fucking Chiefs.
Listen,
we were there.
Here's the thing. You earn that to a certain extent, and I have no problem with it. And I feel a kinship with Detroit, former NFC North,
an 0 for season,
right? An 0 for season. The only two teams that have gone an entire and they sucked for years and years, longer than we even did, which is so hard to believe. I mean, I feel for. I'm like, man, yes, I'd be so happy for Detroit fans. And if they don't know how to win, if they're like arrogant or they're a problem, okay, well, I get it.
Well, they did win championships in the pre-Super Bowl era.
They did. They were a very good team.
Still alive.
Have either of you guys ever read The Paper Lion?
Yeah.
George Plimpton, right?
Yeah,
George Plimpton?
Yes.
Yeah, that's the one.
A couple days ago.
I saw the movie, well, parts of it. Yeah.
Read the book, man. It's kind of like the old. Think of the 1930s of training camp.
Yep.
It's the best way to describe it. Is like he's been invited to training camp to be that guy, just to have a bit of fun and stuff. Really good.
On a commercial? I'm curious now.
No, now they're going to commercial.
Yeah, they're going to commercial now. Yeah, I just saw Matt Jones pout. He's took his helmet off. He's talking.
That's happening.
I got a beautiful picture of our head coach going, and I'm sure that'll be the same picture at the end of the game as well, because that guy doesn't change his face. I love it though. I have no problem with it.
That's the look you always have on a face, and oh my gosh, all the fans in his first year who were so mad that that's the look on his face all the time.
Look at that.
Just sitting there with his arms folded. Yeah, just sitting there with his arms folded.
If you're winning, nobody cares. If you're losing, everybody cares.
Because people seem to think if you're really passionate, it means you care more. And just because you don't show passion outwardly, it doesn't mean you don't care. I'm quite stoic on the field. I'm not. I'm energetic on the sideline to a degree. But when I'm watching the game, like as in I'm literally stood at the sidelines, I'm as stoic as fuck. The moment the defense comes off, that's when my energy hits. That's when I'm like, God,
well, the Indy Chicago Bears Super Bowl must have really ticked off people because you had Lovie Smith against Tony Dungy.
Yeah.
Don't want to get too high. Don't want to get too low.
Two guys staring each other down across the field gun.
Yeah. Oh man!
I wonder if they even said anything when they shook hands before the game.
Lovie
Smith,
to me, I just that And let me make this clear. I was completely wrong. I predicted he would become our next head coach. I was excited when he became our next head coach.
He
And
wouldn't.
he
He
was
was a
a
good defensive guru.
disaster. But he was a
Mhm.
disaster
He was.
defensively and everything. Starting with us. Prior to us, he was a defensive guru.
Yeah.
Then he started with us and he got his kids to be like the DB coach and other and when this is the only time I've ever heard of this. The players, the defensive players, went to ownership and said, if you don't get rid of him, we are leaving because of how bad the coaching scheme was. And it's the only time I've ever heard that bad, where they literally, the players, the defensive backs and the players on the team at the time revolted, flat out revolted. Now with Raheem Morris, they didn't revolt. They just didn't care. They just stopped playing.
Yeah.
But with Lovie Smith, they flat out revolted and said, "Get rid of him, or we're gone. We're done. I'm not doing this anymore." And
How do you ever get to
yeah,
the Super Bowl? Because everywhere he's coached, he's lost.
well, he was good in
Houston,
Chicago.
He
University
was
of
good in Chicago.
Illinois.
He was very good in Chicago.
Yeah,
The problem was he thought what he had in Chicago he could just implant it straight into Tampa and it would just
correct,
work. Um,
correct.
the fact that he had a quarterback that died and then he put in a backup quarterback that had some success, it was like, well, I can make this guy my starter and he's going to beat the future. And I'm like,
So did you guys see the stuff with Michael Penix Jr. that Atlanta didn't even play him today, and that they said,
Yeah, they
"Yeah,
don't
we're
need to
good.
see
We know."
anything else. They're
They
good.
said, "Yeah, we don't need to see anymore. We see everything we need
yeah,
to
I'm
see."
trying to understand what they meant by
He's
that.
their
Do they-
backup quarterback. If you've seen everything you need to see from your backup
In the
what
preseason,
in one game, he's a
Not
rookie.
boding well
well,
for
they
me. He
picked
ain't
him
thrown
in
a
the
tou- he ain't
first
thrown it.
place.
He ain't thrown an NFL touchdown yet. And
I think the obviousness is that they're saying, yeah, he's probably not even our backup this year, and
that's
he's
how I
probably
took
number
it.
3. Yeah,
That's how I took it.
that is how I took it as well.
Oh,
It's
we
like,
have an
okay,
injury. We have an injury, and we have the training staff coming out to attend to number
oh, who is it?
You're in front of
28.
me then.
Yeah, hold on.
Just
All
stop
right,
though.
let me see.
We get stop. Or are they going to give it as a first down?
Who's hurt?
Chase Edmonds.
Okay, that's not good.
Not Goldston. It's not. Who is it?
Thought it was 28. I looked like when
Yeah,
they
26. 26.
Can't
26.
be Chase Edmonds.
Merriweather.
Steve-
It's Merriweather. It's
26
the
is
safety.
Riley Webb.
Nah, it's Merriweather's the one that's down on the ground.
There's probably
He-
226s right now getting training camp.
Oh,
No, I
well,
don't think they're allowed
they
to.
should explain that on the roster.
Well, so one thing I
Bryce
did
Hall.
not. So the one thing I did not want to happen.
Injuries.
Yeah, the only thing I didn't want to happen.
I mean, they're part of the game, but no one likes them. You know.
No, I know, but I just don't want to. There are teams that are already saying, "Okay, next year."
Yeah, we don't want to be that team.
Right.
I don't think we will. I think there's too much resolve in this team. I think there's too much grit, hard work.
Depends on which player gets hurt.
For sure, someone like Merriweather, though, I'm not worried about that.
No, I agree with you. I agree with you.
But I know what you
we've
mean.
done well when it comes to that. Yeah.
It's just you don't want it now. You know, and we've seen teams where like a Saquon Barkley or a Run CMC or the quarterback goes down and it's like season's done. Because your fantasy team's fucked, right? We all know that.
Yep. Yeah, I mean,
you pick a running.
He's got NFL experience.
Mm-hmm.
He played with Pittsburgh. I mean, I will be straight up with you. I did just look him up. I'm not going to deny it. That's what I was just doing, was looking up what his history
I
was.
don't know that much. You know what? Take it. Hey, you shouldn't. You should just ride the
Roll with
wave
it.
of like I know
Roll with it.
everything.
I know what I'm talking about. No, he's okay. So he's 24
What's
years
the thing I
old.
do in my streams where you see my eyes kind of cock over to the left a little bit? I'm usually
Yeah.
researching something that AJ said, just to be sure that AJ's right.
Okay, it says.
If not, I can play with him a little bit.
Oh no, he played college for the Iowa Hawkeyes.
Okay.
He was an undrafted free agent in 2023. Oh, I remember. Actually, now I do remember hearing about him, and that he's done so well. And Jason Light was talking about wanting to see.
I like Merriweather. I think
Yeah.
we could see this guy being the backup safety. Genuinely. They got the ball at the 20.
We got to see what kind of injury. I mean, what
19.
did he walk off?
They cut straight back to them playing.
Yeah, yeah.
He went into the
one.
tent.
Well,
He
that
went
means
into the dreaded tent.
no. That's not dreaded. Dreaded is when the cart comes out. We know that didn't happen.
Yeah, I agree with that. If the cart comes out, you're done. Like it's
Right.
very rare that people come back from the cart
Right.
in the same season.
They do now. I don't know if you know this in practice. If you hear about a player getting carted off, they
It means
cart you
nothing,
off.
right?
Right.
Because it's
They cart
probably
you
quite
off.
a distance from the practice field to the facility. They're not
Right.
always right next to each other, right? So
No, they are.
could be.
They are right next to each other.
Okay, fair enough.
By the
but I can
way,
imagine.
by the way, Slick. By the way, Slick. How many
Mhm.
days? When are you getting here? When are you getting to the U.S. or when are you getting to Tampa?
The day before.
The day before the game.
Yeah. So I
Okay,
literally fly
Are
on
you there on Monday? Are you
Monday.
there the day after the game?
I will be, but I've got a lot of family stuff to do.
Crap.
Yeah,
You
I
busy?
mean,
Are you stacked up
evenings
the whole time?
evenings might be a possibility, but
No, daytime. Do you have any
Okay.
time during any day in Tampa?
I don't know. I don't. Because it's a family holiday as well.
What I'm going to try to do, if you end up with time, I will try to schedule it, but I will try to get you into One Buck Place. I will try to get you a tour so you can see the facility.
That'd be awesome, man.
Yeah. So,
did you guys see the touchdown? Or am I ahead of you?
You're ahead.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah. Because I'm still on. I'm double donuts.
Yeah, to see the actual Lombardi trophies.
That'd be fucking cool.
And all that. Yeah. So
all nicely polished up.
You let me know if
I got it now.
Yeah. Let me know if you end up with any time. I still
I'm trying to figure it out. I mean, I've just booked tickets to the Magic, so that'll keep.
There
happy.
You go.
Now Dave's the Magic guy right there.
We had
Dave lives in Orlando.
For
he is
the
the
first
Magic
18 years. We had season tickets.
That's awesome, man. We're going to see the them versus the Pelicans. I think it's November 8th.
Yeah, that was back when the Magic were good, Dave. You had season.
They are now, Rick. You
haven't been paying attention. We're not too bad. We got that.
No, I'm joking. Listen, Dave knows I'm a Magic fan. There's no doubt. I'm from Orlando. I'm a Magic fan. But I've gotten disillusioned. Dave knows my feelings on this. It's like, are you even trying? I mean, that's my question.
Too much pain can kill a man.
You still haven't got over Shaq leaving for absolutely nothing.
Well, it's not just. And then then we found out they didn't even really offer him anything. But then they let Dwight Howard go. And
Dwight
I just don't know how much they're trying. Dwight Howard was great in Orlando. It's once he left, he sucked.
Because that team was specifically built for him. After he left,
what's the problem with this? What is the problem with this? Oh, you and I are going to have some words, okay?
He's got glasses off now. He's pissed.
Yeah. So what's the problem with that? So what? So, it was built for him. Okay, so the team was built for Tom Brady, and they won how many Super Bowls? Okay, so you build a team around a player. Great. Okay, you think they didn't do that for LeBron James?
I
You think
haven't
they
seen
didn't
you
build?
show this much emotion about basketball in like 25 years.
Well, this is
Yeah,
across the
all it
board
took
that
was the NFL preseason.
I hear this. I hear this crap when it's like, oh, they just put the team around him. Well, what the heck do you think we did with Brady at quarterback when we brought in? We
I didn't
brought
say
in
it was a
Fournette.
bad
We
thing. I
brought
was
in
just saying that was
Gronkowski.
a
We brought in.
lose-lose deal. Dwight Howard was never elite after that, and the Magic were horrible for 15 years. I mean,
And now they made the playoffs. Everybody's excited.
no, it's not just
You
that.
look at that; they're one of the best defensive teams in the
They,
entire league.
number 3, and they added a defender at shooting guard who can shoot from the
That's
outside.
that's what they need. They
Who's
just need
the?
a solid shooter, and they will be okay.
They
Was
need
it?
one more reliable, high-volume scorer, and they need Jonathan Isaac to be healthy. If they do that, they can make.
I
There's
They're a
agree.
always a
threat.
guy you're telling me he's got to be healthy. There's always some guy.
No,
Marquise
but
Fulton.
I mean, if
There's
you watch,
always some. There's always some guy. Who was it years ago? Years and years ago. Who was it? He was on the team for like 4 years. We signed him to some big contract from
Grant
Daytona
Hill.
Beach.
Do you mean Grant Hill when he was hurt? Hardly ever
yeah.
played.
Yeah. Grant Hill. They signed Grant Hill every year. Oh, Grant Hill. Oh, Grant Hill. He played like 4 games in 4 seasons. I mean,
If I had
I'm sorry, when your ownership, imagine if Jason
I
Light
got a
came
question
out
for
right
Dave.
now.
Whose
I
fault
know,
is that? The
I
odds
got
were 9 out of 10. He would be just fine. It was the 10%. I mean,
yeah,
Hold on.
I would have done the
Hold
same
on.
deal. I
What if
mean,
Jason Light came out right now and said, "Oh, I think we'll win a Super Bowl by 2048"? Well, that's what happened with the Magic's front office. You said around 2030? Isn't that what he said?
yeah, he said they'd win one by 2030. Well,
hey,
they
Yes.
still got
Well,
6 more
he still
tries.
think
got
about
time.
that.
They got 6 more tries.
It's insane
Ah,
when you say it like that. When did he say that?
About
like
5
3,
years ago.
4 years
2015.
ago. No, like 3 years ago.
18. So
Yeah. Yes. And
It's
I mean,
during
when he
COVID.
said it, that's when Dave knew. Dave saw me just check out with the Magic. I just checked out.
oh,
And said,
you
"Let me know when
checked
they're
out
good.
when
I'll be
Shaq
back."
left. You just
No, I
checked
did
out.
not. I didn't check out during the. How many games did I come watch at your house during the Dwight Howard years?
Okay, you did.
Yes. I didn't check
Back
out
to
during
Kyle
that time.
Trask.
Yeah.
So I got a question. I got a question for you, Dave. Then, did you watch any of the Olympic basketball?
Not much. I followed the storylines, but I didn't really watch that much of it.
Dennis Schroeder, should the Magic go and trade for him?
No,
Because of the chemistry that he has with the Wagner brothers.
I don't think so because they need a scorer and he's not that.
Fair play. Well, I respect that.
So, I mean, he fits
All
the
right.
mold that he's tenacious on defense. That's the Magic mold. You got to play
That was a
defense.
nice
I
little
don't care who
run by
you are.
Devin Tompkins.
That
If
was
you're
a
the
nice
ball
one.
boy, if
Cutback.
you're the
Did
ball,
you see that cutback?
Here we go. He goes in and off the grain. Oh, look at that. That is Sean Tucker.
Yes.
okay,
That
I'm
was
at
one of the keys to
540.
the game. That was one of the big keys I said, and that cutback
That
right there.
and the next play as well. Look at that. Number 80, is it? Yeah, number 80.
I'm at
me
530.
see.
Where are you guys at?
Yeah.
6.
I'm 621.
I'm 6. It's counting down. Mine's counting down.
Yeah, they're all
Yeah.
counting down.
Yeah.
This
Sorry,
is
I'm being
soccer.
special. I'm
This
I'm
is
at
soccer.
I'm at 5. I'm at 550. 55.
Okay, I can hit pause. I think.
I'm at 605. So yeah. So yeah, I mean,
We'll all hit pause. We'll all hit
Sean
pause,
Tucker.
and as soon as you say 5:47, we'll all hit play.
Okay, go.
I'm at 546. All right, this is
Great,
exciting.
great.
This is it. Okay.
All right.
Okay. We're on the same page, boys. Let's see how quickly it takes for the NFL to go fuck you
Let's
all.
see how long. Let's see how long it takes till this gets screwed up.
Well, we'll find out if it's because I'm in commercial now.
I'm not.
No, I'm not.
Oh, I'm at
Sorry,
525.
I got some
Oh.
Everbank Stadium bullshit.
Yeah, you saw me. Yeah, you saw. I was like, what? How are you a commercial?
Yeah, I thought that was commercial. Sorry, I got excited too quick.
Yeah. All right, good.
Okay, here we go. Let's see what we got.
Yep. All right.
Yeah, I'll take that. I'll take that. That's a nice way to get your guy getting hit. But Tompkins,
receiver killed. Yeah, it's a nice way to
Tompkins,
get him.
yeah, it's a bit
At
of a
least it
hospital
wasn't
pass.
high, so his ribs were
Hey,
exposed.
it's a crossing route.
Hey, don't you start with the crossing route.
Got to run more crossing routes.
AJ sat in a fucking bar in the fucking DMV screaming at the TV going, I told you, Liam Cohen, I told you. Once I sent him, have you ever seen the meme of a guy who looks like there's like a cartoon generation of a guy who's about to hook up with his a girlfriend, and she's like, "If you got protection," and she shows it's a condom, and I put crossing routes inside the condom, and he's like, "Yeah, we're protected." He's like, "Yeah, that's true," and I'm like, "Dude, you can't win on crossing routes. Crossing routes will fucking kill you eventually."
Okay, who caught that? Tight end. Which one? Culp. Okay. Oh, he got hurt last week, so he's back. Good.
He's a decent little player. Like I tell you what, this wide receiver core is. I tell you what, for the last, I'd say for the last 5 years, the Bucs wide receiver core has always been exciting to see who's going to make it.
Yeah,
it's never been a boring conversation.
This guy looks. It's funny. He looks like Brad Johnson. Trask does with the helmet on.
He does a little bit. Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
You feel that flashy hair, which you don't see.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a flag. That's a flag.
Nah.
Yeah, it's not been called.
Nah.
I think it's a flag.
For what?
Not on a running play. Not on a running play. He hitting him too far out of bounds. Nah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nah, he's got that. That's fine.
Preseason for the refs.
Yeah. That was.
Give him a yellow card.
It's the same thing, dude. Yellow card's a penalty.
Coach Slick going. Why is the clock counting down instead of up?
I don't know why I just got lost for a second. I don't know what happened.
Throw the flag. Throw the flag.
Dude, not enough football. I don't
like
see the clock when we play. Someone said to me, "It's like one of my players got really upset with me because I didn't play him very much." And he's like, "How did you not know we were up by fucking 30 points?" And I was like, "Because I don't keep track of the score." And he went, "Are you serious?" I went, "I don't give a fuck about the score. I just care about the moment." Right. And he's like, "Seriously, you don't know what the score is on?" No.
Yeah.
Because it's not if I don't look at the score clock, which I'd never need to look at because it's not for me. That's for fans and people who give a shit about that shit. I'm more worried about the moment, and the moment's telling me that we're winning, and that's all that matters. And he's like, "I have no idea what the score is."
Starting week
there
1.
You go.
Let's see what he does. Let's see what he does. He should start in week 1. We need to see what he can do this.
Gonna say it.
Let's let him start. Give him a shot.
All right.
Give him a shot. How was Baker's job? Did Baker get in, or did they not put Baker in? Because I missed the first.
Baker in. They said maybe game 3,
which means probably not in the preseason.
Which I don't even want them in game 3.
It's a nice adjustment by Tompkins though, because he goes in and pulls. Good awareness.
Yep.
Here we go, McLaughlin.
Chase McLaughlin. All right.
Cool. I'll take that.
Money.
I always prefer the shot. Me personally, I like the shot from behind the kicker rather than in front. That's just personal preference. Personal preference. Personal preference.
That was a nice pass.
Yeah. I like the adjustment because I think he was breaking in and then he cut it back out when he saw his wide receiver was like, "Oh shit, I got nobody."
Yep.
So I like that, and I think Devin Tompkins is one of those guys that we all kind of pull for because is one thing that like the one thing that preseason brings out of us is like those unsung heroes, the guys that don't always get the fizz, the guys who don't always get the love. It's their time, you know. It's their time to get. Oh, this guy's cool.
Yeah, that's what I said. I think a game like this for Tompkins is gonna. This is why I think Shepard's not going to make the team.
He didn't play last week, right?
No, but and I just don't. I mean, it's not like they don't know what he can do. I just
No,
don't
but
think.
at the same time, I want to know what you can do for me.
Yeah, but I think they see
It's
him in
great what you
practice
did with
and
this
see the
team,
young
that
guys.
team, that team, but what are you going to do for me? Show
Well,
me.
I think they're watching
In
the
my
young
scheme.
guys,
Mm-hmm.
and when they're watching the young guys, they're seeing what they can do. And I honestly think, I mean, like I want to see Cameron Johnson. I want to see Cam Johnson play. You know, okay, we know what Devin Tompkins can do. We had him last year in preseason. He did well. He's done well now so far here. Get him out of there. We know what he can do. I don't need to see any more out of him.
How are you guys watching the game today? I don't know. One of you said that you're watching it on national TV, right?
Well, no, not
Fox
national
channel.
TV.
Fox
Well,
channel.
but it's local
Okay,
Fox.
you watch it on TV. I'm watching it on stream for sure.
I'm watching on stream. I got the NFL commercial break in progress thing.
Okay, so I don't get commercials. I just get fucking inspirational quotes.
Oh, I got
from
10-minute
fucking
oil
people.
change going on right now.
No, that's what I'm saying. Here's what mine says: NFL commercial break in progress.
Okay, mine's got success can't be rated, and it's like a quote from Lombardi, and the next one will be a quote from another like famous quotes, and it just keeps rotating between these
You
That's
coaches.
gotta
better than what I
imagine
got.
what can be
Wow.
unburdened
Oh,
by
no.
what is
Now,
good.
now I've got the
no.
red moon that's shaking.
Yep.
We all got the moon.
Look at how happy Kyle Trask is. I threw a
You
touchdown.
look so happy.
Yeah, he does look happy. when your coach says they're not sure if you're number 2 on the roster, that's
what you need to do.
Yeah.
All right, let's see if we can get it in the landing zone.
Yeah, I've not watched
Yep,
this shit. This shit just confuses me.
Okay, he got it down to the 5,
Flag
but it
down.
was in the landing zone.
Flag
Because
down.
if it's not in the landing zone, it comes out to the 40, doesn't it?
Yes.
I think why
gotta
make
hit that
kickoff
landing
so
zone.
much? Why make kickoff so confusing?
Well, the reason they did it is now you're going to have kickoff returns instead of just kicking it through the end zone. Now you're going to have returns. They're trying to bring returns back into the game without the injuries.
But it's like a regular play. I mean, they don't get a big.
yeah,
Did they
throw
take it back a little
thrown
bit
up.
then?
Oh, look! Hey, do you see who made that tackle? Chris Braswell.
Well, you know you can be a shoe in for special teams, right?
Yeah, great. We've got him in there on special teams. Great.
Oh, look! I can't stand that look. I just can't. He's got his arms folded. I just can't stand it.
Get rid of him.
Get rid of him.
I need, but they
He
do it
couldn't
with players.
coach in New York. He can't coach here either. There you go.
Oh,
Well,
you
I got
gotta
pressure.
get it. You gotta get a piece of that. You can't just tap the boy. You gotta put your shoulder through him and put him on the ground. I'm
Wait,
sorry.
where are you guys?
I'm in
225.
my living
hold
room,
on,
affectionately known as the
there's no
Hallmark.
clock.
Here we
room.
go. He's handing
My
the ball
wife.
off. It's play action. It's play action, and then he just
How
number
am I behind
33.
you guys again? Now I'm at 208, 207, 206. How does this happen?
I'm on 209.
Oh, I'm in front of you, maybe.
Yeah. But you didn't see that
minute
play
warning.
action and the missed sack.
Your
Yeah, I saw
electrons are
that.
all messed up.
Yes, I did see that.
That is inexcusable, man.
I think it's got some quantum physics going on over there at your place.
Hey, don't get me going. Don't get me started.
I'd skip ahead, but I'm scared. If I skip ahead, I might skip
No,
ahead.
don't do
too much.
anything. Don't do anything.
Leave it.
Just
Leave it.
We're close. We're all close. We're all good.
Yeah, we're in the same ballpark. We're living that NFL life right now.
You guys keep talking. I'm going to be right back. I'm going to go refill my drink. I'll be right back.
Get yourself sorted. Get yourself hydrated.
Hydration is important.
It is. Hey, we got fucking Gatorade on the sideline these days. We used
You
to
got to
just
do
have
it the
water.
day before. You got to do it the day before too. That's.
I mean,
why
I don't
always
worry about
tell my kids.
my hydration is alcohol, so I don't worry about that too much.
That's
The players-
anti-dehydration.
Well, Bud Light's mostly water, so you know.
Yeah. Some hops, nutrition. There you go.
little bit, just enough to keep me going. Keep my spike going. That's all I need. I don't need too much. So my wife said to me, she says, "Have you been drinking enough?" And I went, "I drank 3 Bud Lights. I'm fine." You're an
It's all
idiot.
good. What
I'm
more
like,
could
we're
a
good.
man need?
I'm ready to go. Like that's all I need.
All
Like,
the
it said to
essentials in
nobody.
one bottle or can or however you do it.
Exactly. And whatever poison works, whatever it takes you to work on game day. But yeah, I found out I had to secretly hide this. I don't know if they watch the stream, so if they watch this, then I'm fucked. I'm cooked. But one of the coaches was like, "Oh yeah, just out of respect to the players, I don't drink on a game day." And I'm like, "Fucking hell, I've been drinking every single one of them."
Well, you balance each other out, so
Yeah, exactly. That's the way I like that
it's
thought
all
process.
balanced out.
That's it, though. But
Well,
yeah,
now Baker Mayfield, he's got his arms crossed. What is this?
he's just not happy with the play. Oh, actually have an advert. That's insane. So that's what we call commercials.
Oh, an advert. I get it.
Yeah, that's literally all we call it. Oh, adverts. I mean, to be honest, a lot of your language rubs off on our younger generation. So as they watch more American TV, which is more and more available.
That's fine because same way here with your TV.
Well, my children ask for candy; they don't ask for sweets.
Huh?
Do they ask for crisps or do they ask for chips?
They ask for crisps because that's what me and my wife call them, and they've always heard that. Like we don't. As you get older, your sweet tooth kind of goes away, so you don't eat as much candy, I suppose. So we call chocolate, and chocolate is just chocolate.
Is it soccer or football?
Oh, you so if you bought like a chocolate, oh no, it's still football. That will never change. They are English people are so passionate that it's called football that they will die on a fucking hill.
It's weird that this is called football. It is weird that this is called football.
There's a reason for it. But did you know that the term soccer is actually an English term? Just English people don't like to admit it.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, apparently it means it's shortened from association football. Back in the early 1900s, that's what we called it. We called it association football.
What would be a better name for this game for American football? What would be a better name than football? Because it really isn't football. I mean, soccer is football. What would you call this?
I think it's difficult because there's so much that happens. You can't just call it hand egg. Because at the end of the day, there's more to it than just that.
Right.
I love gridiron. I think gridiron is the fucking word.
Oh, that is a great name. I'll go with that. That's good.
Playing on the gridiron. Just it sounds cool. It sounds badass, and it kind of is what it is. You're on the gridiron. You're going up the grid. And I totally respect that.
Call it gridiron. Oh.
Oof. That was unlucky.
Yep,
We got away with that one. Could have got away with that one.
Yep.
Got away with that one. Now here we go with the little replay. Nice little drop spot. I would like to see. I like to see. Is it 63? 60. I like to see 63 gain a bit more depth. He just kind of stood there. Don't like that. Let's have a look. Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna punt.
Yep.
Let's see what this kick looks like.
Weird. That was weird. Did he?
That is a boot. That is a fucking boot.
Did he catch that with a foot out of bounds?
I don't know. I need to see the replay on that. That was if he did.
Somehow I got ahead of you. Hold on.
I tell you what, though, that was a good kick, though, because that's what you want to do. You want to challenge the guy who's receiving the ball to think about it. Because if he leaves it alone, 9 times out of 10, he's going to be fine. But
that was a great
there's that one time that it bounces back inside. And that's why I love this game. What?
Is it kickoffs, if you're out of bounds when you recover the ball, it goes to the 25 or something. There was a Patriots player who did this. Like somebody kicked off the ball and it was or I thought it was a punt, but it was like going towards out of bounds, and it was on the field right near the sideline, and he put his feet out of bounds and laid into the field and picked up the ball, which brought it out to the 25.
Right? What?
Yeah,
Right.
I'm gonna have to find this play.
Here's the thing. I don't know if this is true, so I'm gonna we'll speculate together. If my foot's already out and I touch the ball, then the ball's technically out before I touched it. If that makes sense,
Right.
as I touch it, right? But if I touch the ball and my foot goes out, then the ball goes out from where after I touched it.
Right.
So if I touch the ball while my foot's already out, it stops where I am. Whereas if I it becomes a touchback because I'm already out. I'm technically out of bounds because I'm at the field. The fielder of the ball is out of bounds, so therefore it would be moved back to where it is, where it's supposed to be. Whereas if I caught the ball and I step, whether it's a split second, I caught the ball, I was in bounds, and I made it go out of bounds. It's different.
Let me see.
It's okay, folks. We've broken Rick Hughes so much that he's now chewing his glasses.
I'm trying to see if I can find this play. It was brilliant. It was absolutely. Oh, let me see. What was it? It was a out of bounds. NFL kick, touch ball.
It's okay.
Yeah, here we go. It was a Packers who did this. Hold on, I'm gonna pull this up and get past the ad, and then hit pause, and then I'm gonna share the screen. Okay. All right. All right, you guys ready? I'm gonna share my screen. See if I can do this. And I want you guys to see this. I think this is fascinating. Present, share screen. All right. All right, here goes. Can you guys see this at all?
Yep.
Okay.
Actually, Tennessee Titans.
Now they're right in the middle of the pack. That makes Green Bay a much better football team. Randall Cobb. Let this one roll, and he's going to down that. That's a brilliant play by Cobb.
Yep.
Standing out of bounds. He took the kickoff out of bounds. They'll get the ball at the 40-yard line. A brilliant play.
Yeah.
So basically, his foot's out of bounds before he touches it, so therefore the ball becomes out of bounds.
Yeah.
It's clever.
Oh,
it's clever.
Hi, Copper. No, that's not Copper. That's the other one, isn't it, Dave?
Yes, that's the other one. Her name's Sienna.
Hi, Sienna.
You didn't want to name her after another metal or element.
That's hilarious, Dave. At the same time, you see what's happening over here.
No, my wife is a artist, and she names her dogs after colors. So Sienna is a color, and our other dog over on the couch, he's copper.
Okay. Also named after
before my
Disney.
time. She named one.
They have another
Sable,
dog named
which is a
Chartreuse, but that's another story.
Fuchsia.
Yeah.
Fuchsia ran away.
Hey, let me show you Periwinkle. Oh
dear. How long have you been married, Dave?
It'll be 12 years in December.
Congratulations for the 12 years. I finally got to my decade this year, so
congrats.
Yeah, it's awesome. Especially when we had a few people doubt that we would last as long as we have. So it's kind of cool.
There, you showed them.
Fucking damn right. Every year, we feel like the Miami Dolphins every time we make another video. Like fuck them. Eventually, we'll be 50 years, and we'll be like, out of spite, hating each other again. Fuck them.
I love that spot where they interviewed Mercury Morris, and he goes, "I got this Dom Perignon in here. It's yours. All you have to do is win them all."
Gotta respect it though. Like at the end of the day, it's hard to do, man.
Oh yeah, I mean the
That's why
Patriots proved how hard it is to do.
Exactly, and the thing is, like any of these things, like when people turn around and say, "Oh, well, Mike Evans barely got 1,000 yards a couple of times," and I'm like, "But 1,000 yards is a fucking 1,000 yards," and the fact that he's the only person to do it,
right?
Ever,
like, barely 1,000, whatever.
He may have Rick Hughes' grandma's hamstrings, but that guy still does it.
That's right.
That just makes it even more impressive.
It does. That does it. But even and touch wood, he's never had a major issue that's kept him out for longer than a week or two.
That's insane. That's one of the craziest stats.
Like a 10 is it 10 or 11? It's 10, isn't it?
I think
this is the 11th year. Yeah. That's impressive. Like, and look at it with like Levante and what he does. Like to go through your career.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
No, to go for your career and play a position like linebacker where you're constantly having to shed off blocks and go and tackle somebody.
Yep.
And yet sometimes the argument can be made that you're in a position where you're the instigator of contact. But it's impressive.
That's totally blown coverage.
If they score here, they need to get rid of Coach Bowles.
Here we go, Dave. You have no idea me with the people who say
that should not be that wide open.
No,
I've got to hang on. I'm just watching. Okay, that's a really clever play design. I don't hate it. I don't hate the switch call.
What was it, 36 or 32? Just I don't know what he was doing.
I think the issue was that the play design was that the guy undercut cut over the top, so it allowed the guy underneath to get the ball. Just really clever play call. Now, how you negate that is your safety call switch. So you literally change wide receivers at that point. So you're going, I'm taking that guy, you're taking that guy. So you literally switch. That doesn't always work. Obviously, you've got to be able to switch on a dime and change receivers as quickly as possible. But that's how you. But it's a clever play design. It wasn't. I wouldn't say it was on us.
No, I mean you got backups to backups as well. So you're playing guys.
I mean, I don't know what our scheme is when we come across that scenario. Do we switch call? People don't understand like the verbiage, the language, like who's involved in that play, who has ownership to say the switch call,
right?
That's
for communication, right? That's you're in the NFL.
Exactly.
I mean,
In my scheme, it's the safety's the boss. Safety tells you what to do, and if the safety doesn't say anything, you don't do anything different than what you're supposed to do.
Okay.
So, there are a couple of times where a guy's going, "Oh, well, I saw this guy do this, this, and this, and I thought the safety would pick him up." I went, "Did the safety switch?" And he went, "No," and I went, "That's why you're not supposed to fucking pick. That's why you're supposed to do what you're doing." Shit. And I'm like, "Yeah, well, safety's the boss. It's been fucking bred in since fucking training camp."
Yeah.
But here we are at half now, guys. Pretty simple.
Yep. Well, Slick, I know. I mean, you gonna hang around? Or you gonna go?
I've got about 4 minutes, and then I've got to go because I got to be up in the next 4 or 5 hours. 4 or 5 hours.
Yeah, awesome. Why don't we do this? Yeah, well, let's just call this. This was a fun little experiment. We got nobody really watching, do we? Nobody's commenting.
You got 3 people. You got Christopher Cole, and you got about 3 people watching.
Oh, Christopher! I didn't even know you popped on there, brother. Hi,
He just
Christopher.
did.
Sorry I missed your comment. How you doing? Oh yeah, you did. You just did. How you doing, Christopher? Welcome. Do you got Christopher? You gonna hang around for the second half? You want to be here, or you just popping in? Anybody else out there want us to hang around, or what do you? I know we're losing Slick. Slick is in the UK, so it's already well into Sunday for him.
It is 2 a.m. right now.
Yeah. Why don't you have a good night, Christopher? Tell everybody where to find you.
Oh man, you can always find us on Wednesday. We do a little ditty called The Aftermath, and we have just a good time chopping it up. We have the two gentlemen occasionally above me. They like to jump in occasionally and have a little chat, and it can get emotional. It can get very emotional at times, but that's what we're about. We want that raw emotion. You get someone methodical thinking like Rick Hughes, and then you have someone who's just pure, real, raw rage of emotion. That is AJ, who will die on a cross. That only one scheme will work, and it is crossing routes, and that is it. God bless him.
All the difference.
Crossing routes and press coverage.
I just wish he'd press. Why doesn't he just press every play? And I'm like, nobody does that.
Right.
Nobody does that in the history of this game. Nobody does that.
But you gotta love the passion. But you know,
oh man,
you lose,
but that's what it is. That's what
in the
makes
fourth
it so
week
great.
of the year. It's okay. Don't freak. You know, I mean,
the cool thing about AJ is he is able to negate and navigate that whole. Sometimes he knows he's just in his feelings. It takes him a day, and then next time you speak to him, he's like, you know what, I really thought about it, and you're right. Like you remember, he always and he's humble enough to bring it back up. Like he ain't gonna bury that shit.
Oh no, he's great.
He will bring it up. He brings it up regularly on this show.
Yeah.
That you pointed out about the Texans. He'll regularly point it up on the show. And this is recent too. This was like last week. He'd turn around to me and he'd be like explaining what the fraternity or the vibe that we got going on here at Bucs Report is that, like, for you're more methodical thinking, you're more and he's more emotional, and he'd be like, sometimes he'll just come to me and go, guys, and he'll do a great impression of you, by the way.
I gotta hear this.
To be honest, it is like
we gotta hear this.
It's like Richard Pryor to a white guy, but you know, guys, just like, you don't know who Tank Dell is. Like he's a star, guys. Like, and to your credit, you were right. You know, so and I think that's what makes him so great to work with, because he will sit there and be like, you know what? Oh yeah, that's a good idea. The beauty of the show is we can talk each other off each other's ledges sometimes, and that makes it even better. Because sometimes I'm set.
Yeah, well, I can tell you straight up, I have sat there. I remember at his age when the Bucs lost, I was in a down mood for the rest of the day.
Right.
I remember that. You know, and then he's how old is AJ?
I think he's about 33.
Okay, so I've had 25 more years of taking a beating by being a Bucs fan. So, you know, I mean, now it becomes like, oh, they lost again? Crap. Okay, what's for dinner? You know, I mean, it's we're gonna play again next week, and I'm here for the fun.
I'm the same way though. I'm the same way in the same sense, because I have a family, and I don't want them to see me in that mood.
Yeah.
And sometimes I still want to get laid, so like I don't want to be a grumpy bastard in front of my wife. Like I do want to get some action, you know. So the charm's got to stay there, you know, and that's my way of navigating it. So I come home, if I came home from a loss playing or coaching,
right,
I don't usually take it home with me. Like I'll be a little bit down about it, and obviously this season's been very different, so that's kind of been cool.
It's different when you're coaching. I mean, I'm just sitting here watching it. You know, if I'm just sitting here watching, you guys, you've seen this is me watching a game. You know, and
coaching's different in the sense of like you just sit there going, "Oh, we fucking retarded," or the fuck are we doing? Like, you will just see stuff that you just be like, oh, I don't even teach that. Like, why are we doing this?
Right.
Here's the play of last week, which is kind of in the DB's minds right now, and I'll go and find a clip and see if I can put it online. So their center gives the ball, snaps it to the quarterback, and he drops it. Freeze frame. What do you think everyone does at this point in time? Balls just hit the deck. You're the defense. What happened? What do you think everyone does?
Well, what do I think they should do?
Yeah.
I think they should just be, okay, next play. What's going on? You're...
No. Instantly in that moment, what should happen?
When the ball hit. Oh, you mean if there's a fumble?
So he's fumbled the ball. I'm now on the deck.
I apologize.
So, yeah.
Everybody go get the ball.
Right, and that's exactly what happened. The problem was the motherfucker picked it up and threw it. He had enough time to pick up the ball and just sling it. Just literally got up, jumped back, and threw it. Missed a wide receiver by whiskers.
But then it was just an incomplete pass.
It was just an incomplete pass, but it was so close to being a fucking touchdown because he was streaking up the field because everyone was coming down on this fumble.
Right.
And it was like, how do you coach this moment? Because technically, they did everything that everyone's got. And I was trying to say, I think I said, like, guys, that's a play that DBs aren't going to make.
Right.
If you think about it, you are never going to get to the ball's been dropped around the line of scrimmage area. The chances of you coming down with it at 10 yards away plus is very unlikely. But they're like, and their argument was, but 9 times out of 10, if a quarterback picks it up, what's he going to do with it? And I mean, he ain't going to fucking throw it. He's going to run with it. But this one time, he fucking slung it. Fingertips. Bounced off this guy's fingertips. And we were like, oh, my God.
Yeah. Hey, Slick, real quick. I think that Christopher Cole just made a comment about Walden getting burned. I believe that's the guy on that pass play that you were talking about. It was a great offensive pass play. Explain that just because it's not always the defense's fault. There's grown men on the other side of the field, and sometimes that's a good scheme. And
well, if you looked at that play, it's pretty much what you would call what I would call a scissors. And what happens is you got your inside guy running to the outside, and your outside guy running to the inside. And eventually, what happens is your 2 coverage guys have got to make a decision. And if it's timed just right, which is what that was, there's a little bit of collision between the 2 defensive players. They kind of run into each other. You never want to do that. And it's just why the switch call was invented, where you would before, as you could see them starting to converge, you'd say switch. So what would happen is the guy who was taking the inside guy would take the outside guy, and the outside guy would take the inside guy. That obviously didn't happen because it was done quite late. And what happened was they just kind of got left on an island.
But it was a good offensive design.
It was good. I was impressed with it, to be honest. It was ran well too. So,
So sometimes it's not that your guys getting burned. Sometimes it's that the other team did something well. And this is
burn to me is when someone's got in front of you. So for me, if I were to talk to my DBs and say, dude, you got fucking burned on that play, what the fuck happened?
Right.
It's when they broke in stride, created separation, and completed the pass against you.
Right.
That wasn't burning somebody. That's flat out breaking against them. You could argue I think the phrase is breaking someone's ankles.
Yeah.
So but that's hard because you're reading a guy's hips and you've got to step. It's so much harder to do that because you're reacting rather than being proactive. So the wide receiver knows where he's going every single time. You're trying to read where he's going based off what you've seen on film. This is the formation. This is the split. This is what that wide receiver likes to do on any given Sunday. And
sometimes
you're processing that information and trying to put it into, oh, he's doing this, so I do this. Or at this level where you've got 3rd level guys, not starters, they're probably just reading what they see, what the hips are showing, which means they're going to be a second or 2 behind.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely.
And flat out, look, they're if you're on the offense, you're looking at that going, look, we schemed that right. We ran that well. We did this. If you're on the Bucs side, you're going, our guy sucks. Well,
but what was the outcome of that?
sometimes
What was the outcome of that drive, though, Rick?
no, I agree. It was a field goal. So
But that's live to play another down. And this
I agree completely. But I just one of the things that frustrates me so much, and it is watching everybody want to go to blame. Blame is the first thing. Whose fault is it? Whose fault is it?
It's difficult because like I used to watch, and one guy I really like felt like from a Buccaneers point of view that I've always felt got way too much flack, and you can disagree. Chris Conte.
Oh yeah, no, yeah,
Chris
I
Conte
agree.
would always seem to chase down guys. I'm like, could it be possible that he's got like? But they're like, no, but it's cover 3, and it's this, and this. I went, you do realize there are like multiple variations of cover 3.
Right.
Like, all right, okay. So what were they in? They're in 2 high. Can you run cover 3 from a 2 high? Of course you can. But it's not what it's supposed to look like because it's different because you've got 3 guys in deep coverage. So you could go 2 corners and 1 safety, or you could go 2 safeties, 1 corner. Or you could go corner, safety, safety, or you could go safety, safety, corner, or you could go corner, safety, corner. So there's so many variations, and you don't know which one they're in because guess what? You don't know what the play call is. So I always look at what that person did at the beginning of the play, and if they're coming down, that tells you 9 times out of 10 they're not in deep coverage. So if they come back on it, that means they're chasing down a play that they've seen.
Yep. By the way, hello to Castillo and KGH for life.
He's a good dude. I like he's got some good insight. KG for life. He's a good dude.
KGH for life. Yeah, he and you're correct when he said run game looks dominant. Look, nobody looks dominant on either side of the ball. Both sides look like so far so good. Nobody's gotten terribly injured, and that's
2 defensive teams too as well. I'd like to put into this. I think both teams are really big defensive teams.
Sure, and we're for third string. Okay, yeah.
And what's the rule if you let it go into the end zone and don't catch it at the 1? Do we know? He kicks it to the 1.
Goes to the 35 if it goes into the end zone, I think.
Well, then why wouldn't the guy get out of the way? Why would he catch it at the 1? Just let it go in the end zone. There's got to be some
rule.
Go
to the end zone, I think, is the problem.
Well, if he gets out of the way of the ball.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
There's got to be some
play
rule.
now.
I'm just trying to figure out all the rules.
Live. I think it's live. I think the ball's live in the end zone. Before, if you just let it go, the ball was not live. And you'd see the ball bouncing around in the end zone, and they would just call it, if you let it go, they called it a touchback last year, over the last several years. Now, if it goes into the end zone and you let it go, that ball's live. If it doesn't land in the end zone, if it lands on the 1, that ball is live as it rolls into the end zone. So if you either run back, pick it up, and then try to run it out.
I see what you mean. So if it goes into the end zone, it's a touchback. But if it bounces into the end zone, it's a live ball.
It's still live.
Okay.
Right.
Forcing the return team to actually have to return it.
Correct.
So you're trying to get that ball within that 5-yard mark so it bounces in.
Correct. That's what.
Landing zone.
You're trying to make them return the ball, and then that's yeah.
Okay, guys, it's been a pleasure. I will see you guys later. Enjoy.
Hey, Slick. Have a good one.
Have a good one. Dave, what do you want to do here?
I'm hungry. I haven't had dinner.
You want to go? You want to call it night?
Yeah.
All right, let's call it a night. And this was interesting. We'll talk about it next week and see if it's going to happen again. We'll see.
There you go.
All right. Have a good night. Good night, everybody. Good night, everybody.